From the time humans first lifted up their eyes to contemplate the stars and the immensity of space, we Earthlings have been fascinated with the question of whether or not we are alone in the universe. Some gregarious instinct seems to drive us to seek contact with others beyond the confines of this world. Is there intelligent life on other planets? Are there civilizations older than our own with superior technologies? Are there beings capable of interstellar and intergalactic travel? Surely this is the stuff of science fiction. Can we be sure that other planets beside the 9 in our own solar system even exist? And if they do exist, how can we know whether they're inhabited with intelligent life forms? And if there are such life forms, how could we communicate with them? Can we trust them? Might they already have visited us, leaving behind tangible evidence of their presence?
We now have evidence that there are other solar systems. But what are the chances that any of them are inhabited with intelligent life?
There can be no doubt that science is taking the possibility of intelligent life on other planets very seriously. And scientists are making a concerted effort to communicate with any intelligent aliens in outer space. But if they exist, will they be friendly or hostile? Will we be able to communicate with them? Are the distances too great to allow physical contact? Or have they perhaps already visited us? In 1902, a French widow offered 100,000 francs to the first person to make contact with alien life. However, she excluded Mars from the endeavour because it was thought that that would make the task too easy. The possibility of life on Mars, the most Earth-like planet in the solar system, has long been entertained. Thus, the August 1996 question headline asking, "Life on Mars?" wasn't so astonishing because it had frequently been asked by scientists and novelists alike. What caused the excitement was the extraordinary claim that science had discovered proof of life on Mars.
Scientists found a 2-kilogram rock down in the wastes of Antarctica. It originated, according to the most popular scenario, on Mars itself. It was thrown into solar orbit some 16 million years ago, it is thought, by the impact of an asteroid coming down onto the surface of the red planet in a very violent eruption. This small rock then orbited the sun for all of that time until it was captured just 13,000 years ago by the Earth's gravitational field. And then it landed in the wastes of Antarctica. And there it lay dormant until just last year, 1996, when it landed on the front page of our newspapers with the spectacular claim that it contained evidence for life having existed on Mars.
They found what they believe were fossils of bacteria or early forms of plants. And if that were the case, and these are from Mars, indeed that would indicate that at one time that there had been this very simple form of life that had developed on Mars. And this is the first time we've had any indication of that.
And of course, over the past few decades, scientists have collected vast spectroscopic evidence of many, and in some instances quite complex, organic molecules deep in space. But this stops very far short of an actual claim for life. And I think a principle which has often guided science can be usefully applied in this case. The more spectacular the claim, the more convincing the evidence has to be. And I think most scientists in this instance would regard the jury as very much still out.
Nevertheless, such scientific announcements as the discovery of data consistent with bacterial life on Mars spurs on other scientists in their efforts to find our cosmic neighbours.
The quest for beginnings, in a scientific sense, takes them to outer space, looking there for the origins of life.
One such venture of the scientific search for extraterrestrial intelligence is the $16 million project Phoenix. During 1995, Australian and US scientists employed the 64-metre CSIRO radio telescope at Parkes in New South Wales in an effort to pick up signals beamed from any intelligent life on some other planet elsewhere in our galaxy. What should they do if they succeed? Should they answer?
The prevailing opinion seems to be that we should remain quiet and mute, because any species out there are likely to be belligerent and may well want to feast off us.
Scientists committed to the evolutionary hypothesis believe that any dominant intelligent species on another planet would have got there like us, clawing, clambering over, killing and consuming any competitive species in a self-centered fight for survival. Sounds a bit off-putting, doesn't it? But are we really in danger in a universe of such awesome dimensions?